Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Valerie.
Hello, Terry. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me, Terry. I appreciate you.
Well, we were just talking backstage, and I was telling
Mm.
Val how much I appreciate her in this community and what she brings. So you always bring magic.
Aw, it's your magic. I love this community. The energy is just, together, just, sparks fly, It's just beautiful.
It really is. Yeah. And Tyler agrees.
Yeah,
Tyler's
here.
in on it. He's like, yes, yes, ma'am. Yes,
I
ma'am.
love, I love when Tyler talks.
Oh my God. Well, you would love my house then. So I'll just say hello to a few people that are stopping by. Christine, how are you? Annie Bear. Yay, you made it. I okay, everybody. I barely did not make it because I ran up to the grocery store doing great on time, and then one of the bags fell over. A big thing of cherry tomatoes and a big thing of blueberries went rolling down the driveway. So
Oh,
I had to run around with a compost bucket and
oh.
just picking up stuff. So it was pretty funny, really. And I thought, wow, if they just would have fell in the dirt, I would leave them and let them maybe even grow if they happen to grow. But that's how I garden. Things happen by accident.
And that's right.
Yeah.
It's the truth. Right? Gardening is Mother Earth is gonna let it happen or not.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Hey, Barbara. Good to see you, dear. Christine Fryer's here. And Annie Bayer,
Hello.
Laura Hammond Davis. Hello, hello. Mary Starshine. Yay. And Jane's here.
Hi,
Jane,
Jane.
thank you so much. Jane sent me a spray for fleas for our dog and our cat. So my
Oh.
cat is the culprit because he's an outdoor cat
Mm.
and he goes to other people's houses. He likes to visit all over the street and he plays with other cats. And it's like, you know, so thank you for that recipe for
Oh my
that
goodness.
spray.
Is it a natural flea
It
spray?
is.
I would love to hear
I
about it.
can't remember everything that there was, but I can send it to you. It's or Jane can even talk about it. But it's you
Yeah.
boil rosemary and was it cumin? It was several different things that you boil, and then you mix it with vinegar
Oh
and
wow.
water, and you spray it on them
Oh,
lightly. So we're getting
beautiful.
there. Yeah, and I think Tyler already is like, not me, man, not me.
Let me
So,
spray
hey,
it.
Leah and Randy, beautiful
Hi,
souls.
Randy.
Okay, here it is. Wait a minute. Lemon juice, boiled thyme, and apple cider vinegar.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
and I just
Wow.
thought rosemary. No rosemary? Okay, that's okay. I've got other stuff for the rosemary. That's never a problem.
I know I need
But
to use the rosemary for my hair, but I love finding recipes that are not toxic. You know,
yeah, and
so important.
yeah, and we were buying all this natural stuff for him. We'd never had fleas until last year, and I guess last year in the Midwest was a record thing
Mm.
for fleas. We're going to talk about the universe, you guys. We're not going to just talk about fleas.
Fleas are part of the universe, right?
They
Right?
are.
Or at least
Uh,
this dimension. I don't
yeah, yeah.
know.
So, oh, from a holistic vet, excellent. Yeah, but we bought all these natural products, and it was a tough year, I got to say.
Oh my goodness, Jane. I've heard
Uh,
about those Seresto collars.
yeah, we don't want. We there's no way we're doing
Mm-mm.
collars on our
Mm-mm.
animals. Mm-mm,
Mm-mm.
not going to happen. Not those
Mm-mm.
kind anyway. So,
No.
what are we doing here? Oh yeah, we're talking about the universe.
The
So,
universe. We are
and what a
all,
magic time it is to be alive.
it really is. It is so cool. It is so cool. And this is, well, we all had the new moon in Taurus on the 7th. And this energy, right? Taurus is a month to manifest in normally. But this year is extra potent because we have so much, and pretty much everybody's in Taurus or Aries. Let me show you. I'll show you a little. And there's a couple, like all of this is pretty filled up, right? There's a couple asteroids I got over here. Pluto just went retrograde a couple days on the 2nd. So that's going to go on until November 18th. He's going to actually go back to Capricorn 29 and September 1st. And then he'll come back out of Capricorn on April 18th. But by the time of the presidential, where they swear in the president, it'll be back into Aquarius. So don't worry about anything like that. I hear unconditional love is going to be the winner. They don't like the word winner, but it pulling ahead, right? Darkness isn't going forward. So, but this month in May, where we have right now, we have Venus, the Sun, Moon, Uranus, and Jupiter all together. Jupiter and Uranus just had a conjunction where they were together on the 21st of April. Well, now we're coming in up to the 18th. Now, you got to remember, energy constantly, the planets constantly move. They're constantly speaking to each other. They're constantly having updated conversations. So, Venus, Jupiter, and Uranus will all have a cazimi with the sun. That means it looks like those planets will go into the heart of the sun. And they each do it at a different time. The point is, though, that same energy we utilize for the new moon, because that's very powerful manifestation new moon, to grow the things that you really are love and value, right? Venus is what we love and value. So she's in the mix with the sun, who enlightens and highlights everything. The moon's going to pass through, but that Jupiter Uranus, it's going to be like within a 5-degree orb of the four of them. So Jupiter and the sun will be at 29 degrees on the 18th. This is right before the sun goes into Gemini. And then the next day, Jupiter will be at 29 degrees. Now, this 29 degrees is huge. What we have, the 29 degrees is a critical degree. The 0 to 29 makes 30 degrees. So we have this playing out on top of everything else. We have Neptune right now at 29 degrees Pisces, and that's the last degree of the entire zodiac. So we're like, and it's going to be there at 29 degrees. I think it might go back to 28 briefly. But this is a shift in consciousness to sit there at 29 degrees. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I don't know much about astrology, but I do know that when something gets at the epic part, what strength, right? The strongest strength. And
it's very strong. Yes, very strong.
It goes from 0 to 29 and then back again.
When they retrograde. And I honestly don't know if Jupiter's going to retrograde, but this Pluto's been going over this degree for almost a year, a little over. It's 29 Capricorn to 0 Aquarius, back and forth. There's two different flavors there. Capricorn in that case, because Pluto is more of a collective. Of course, it affects us individually, but I'm speaking for the collective because we're all signs. And while this is going on in the collective, it affects all of us. It doesn't matter. So to me, depending on where that 29 degrees is in your chart, that's a whole, that would give us a whole nother story, right? But that 29 degrees, it's at 2 now. He's at 2 and he's going to go back to 29. So that's going to take a while. But that Neptune stays at 29 degrees pretty much until March. And that Neptune in Pisces is representing spirit. To me, the whole chart is spirit. But Neptune in Pisces is spirit. And the next time Neptune will be in Pisces is 165 years from now. So for it to sit there that long, it's a change. This is major change. Yes, the solar flares. Oh my goodness. I just looked over and I said, yes, the solar flares they're helping, right? Create this shift in consciousness. They're also helping clear the density and the blocks throughout Mother Earth, humanity, in any life, all life, right? And how much, in the 26,000 years, that's just, we're coming to an end of that, at the end of the Piscean age, going into the Aquarian age, but we're kind of not there yet. It's a chaos moment. Well, it's longer than a moment, right? It's going to go on, I believe, a couple years. 2025, we'll start seeing real signs of growth. 2026, it'll just exponentially build on it. But there's still a lot, right? Because what does that 29 degree Neptune mean? Well, people like you and me have we have psychic abilities. All of our skills and abilities have been coming on since 2012. Most of us way before that, but we weren't really sure, at first. But on the other hand, we see the opposite side of that, of illusion and delusion. So this is kind of what this next year, I think, is going to show us. We're going to gain in skill sets. A lot of people are going to gain the knowledge of awakening, or at least connecting to their hearts and their souls. And then there's a group of people who aren't. They're just going to go, maybe, I don't know. I don't want to judge anybody, but might get more delusional. But it's something for us to keep, be aware of. And the thing is, as this is going on, I keep seeing rainbows, and it's from the diamond light that you speak of a lot. And these cells are rainbow, like iridescent rainbows covered. And they're saying to me that if we continue to work on our energy column, our energy body, our chakra system, we're gonna go through this a lot more smoothly than, well, I don't want to say than anybody, but possibly,
And it's huge to have the comfort of knowing and having some ideas about what's going on and just being aware of it. I think awareness changes fear, and also curiosity. It's two different parts of our brain that we use, right? Right. It would be really easy to be fearful right now because of all the solar flares and everything going on. The tribe has a bunch of great things that they're saying in here about it, and really knowing what's going on. I'm going to star personal questions, you guys. I'm not sure if we'll get to them, but we'll try. Sure. Yeah. I swear I feel vibrations in my teeth.
Yeah.
Either me too, my teeth too. Isn't that weird? My teeth and my skin.
Yes.
Both. And my feet. Yeah. I've just been buzzing. Any sense for collective on Jupiter and Venus and Sun loosely conjunct middle of May?
Well, it's not really loosely. The Sun and Jupiter the Sun will go up to Jupiter, will go up to Venus. Let me see. I think he goes to Venus first. Venus is coming up to the Sun on, give me 1 second. Okay, so Jupiter Cazimi, the Sun, is on May 18th. At that time, okay, Venus Cazimi, the Sun, is on June 4th. Uranus Cazimi, the Sun, is May 13th. So you see how we have this time period. Now, are they going to be exact? Well, a couple of times things are going to be exact, but the fast movers will keep going. Like Jupiter's already out ahead of Uranus. Venus is going to catch up. And Venus and Uranus are going to conjunct at some point. Venus and Jupiter are going to conjunct at some point within this month. Well, before June forth. So to me, this time period is what we do on the Taurus new moon. Write your intentions, do your ceremonies, speak into existence the dream, your biggest dream, your wish. Don't let anything limit you. Money, time, space, any of that. Dream big. This is what universe is saying. And when you said that, Terry, just a minute ago, it's comforting to know kind of what's going on, how the energies are communicating to us. That's the reason why I got into astrology. I couldn't stand it. Yeah, I understood psychically, but I wanted also to show me some proof, right? Show me some proof. And
Yeah.
that they build off each other. So it's really cool. But yeah, they're going to be together. I mean, right now we have Venus, Sun, Moon, Jupiter. Well, the Sun might have left Taurus, the Uranus and Jupiter. I mean, it's powerful, potent, powerful energy to create with. This is yes, ringing in my ears.
Yeah, we're definitely getting reprogrammed, Deb. It's clickety click, click, click. And yeah, things sound different, don't they? It's like, and I think all that static in our ears or buzzing in our ears that we've all had for so many years has really awakened our ears to hear different frequencies, don't you?
Oh, I love that. Yes.
Yeah.
And the clicking noise used to drive me crazy. To me, it felt like, the Matrix was disintegrating around me. And I'm like, this is interesting.
It's not good, is it? Yeah.
Well, now I just hear the high pitch. So I'm kind of happy it's kind of past, but I'm not saying anything's over by no means.
Right.
We have no idea what I feel we're raising in vibration. And that raising in vibration is leveling us up out of the third dimension. We're kind of straddling third dimension and higher constantly. So depending on am I in Audis? Do I have to pay attention? Am I driving? It depends on where we are, right? Or am I just home chilling and I can meditate into my space? But I even do that when I'm out, which is starting to kind of concern me because it's a chore to ground myself. I prefer to be out there.
Wow. Yeah. Right. I think a lot of us do. Mary says dolphin chakra, whale chakra, and dragon chakras are opening.
Yes.
Wow, Mary. I love that.
I mean, there's so much that's going on. It is so cool. And the unicorns are coming in. I mean, I see rainbow dragons a lot. I see a lot of rainbow stuff. Look, and it just showed me a rainbow unicorn. So I love it. I love how we all see though differently and share.
It is. And, I don't always associate the rainbow with people being fluid sexually, but I feel like our community is like one big circle of love and light, and that everybody's accepted. And it, I don't know about you guys, but it feels like when I go out now that I am noticing this more so. And, there's a couple places I go to listen to live music here in my town. And it's like, it's not unheard of to have everybody there together, whether they're, if they affiliate with a different sexual than what they were born with, whether they're trans. And that I have that in my family too. And it's like, or if it's, if you're goth or you have purple hair, it's like everybody's just one big happy family. Or if you're real, older like me, and it's like, all these young kids are coming up and dancing with me. So it's a sweet thing. It's a really sweet, beautiful thing. And that we can see it. Yeah. And dolphin and whales are leading in the ascension, Jane says. I
Mhm.
love that, Jane, because I feel like that's kind of that energy, that sweetness energy,
Mhm.
isn't it? The dolphins and the whales, because the dolphins are always playing with everybody. They're playing with
Mhm.
boats, they're playing with surfers. Um,
Mhm.
oh, Mary's a tiger Leo. Yeah. Love that.
And
Yeah.
when I came on, Terry had the background yellow. Well, I'd already pulled the sun card. I have all this. I mean, these same cards keep coming up. So I was like, the sun, okay, is the sun. We all need the sun. The sun enlightens us, right? The sun helps everything grow. And I think that, of course, it's pretty obvious, simple message that our solar plexus, our sun, let you shine, shine who you are, because you're right, Terry. As we come together and we bring in all walks of life, but that they all have that one thing in common: they're heart centered and soul centered, and they really, it's all about unconditional love and truth. It's doesn't matter what you look like, and or your name is, or any of that. And I love that. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No more
It really
division.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say hi to a few people coming in.
Yeah.
Um, it's so good to see everybody. Kimberly Night Night is here. Teresa Ford, Jane, of course. Pisces Greater, TK. Teresa Balthazar is here. Scorpio Mama. Good to see you, beautiful. And just lots of new people coming in. I think I saw Marby, and I think Rossi's here too. Anyway, lots of new people coming in, and Chris and Harley. Hey,
Uh-huh.
hey, hey, hey. But
Everybody's so
if I
beautiful.
missed you, just big kisses and hugs. Um, but we are coming into a new era, and it's filled with light and love. I also feel like there's a lot of transitions. I know when
Yes.
Debbie Freebird's great friends and teachers, and she was a teacher to so many of us here in our community. And it's like when Chris passed, right? And I feel like
Mhm.
she is transitioning over there to be a rock star. She
Yeah.
was a rock star on this planet, but she's going to like really lead us from there. And the same thing with George, with Reverend Saul.
I was just gonna say, George is over there leading the way, and you, all that energy on both sides, right, combined, lifting us up the spiral is how I see it. Like we're traveling up, and as that happens, I mean, we're not. I don't think we. Well, I know we don't go anywhere. Like the third dimension or lower dimensions, we won't see them, because we're at a higher vibratory rate. When your frequency gets to a certain point, all that just cannot live in the same energetic field. It's how it's explained to me, and it's it's so crazy. It's so cool to see it. I don't know why my throat wants to. Sorry.
No, it's okay. My throat's been doing the same thing this week. I've been coughing every once in a while. And but there's also, and this is going to sound weird, but I've been getting a lot of hairs in my mouth. I mean, that's kind of this obscure thing, right? But
Yeah.
I am getting a lot of hair dreams and a lot of visions of hair as
Mm,
thoughts and tendrils, antennas that we're reaching out to each other with. And whether you have hair on your head or not, it doesn't matter.
right.
It's those thoughts are coming out. So maybe that's what that hair in my mouth is constantly this week. So if you've seen me with my fingers in my mouth, I apologize. I know it's bad taste, but um,
You got to do it. You got to take it off. I know how that feels when you. Oh gosh, I've had the cat hair or the dog hair, or gets
yeah,
in your
and
mouth, and it's like,
there it is again. I think
yeah,
it's one of my hairs. My hair's just getting really long and
that's
okay.
crazy.
Pisces greeter. This year is the year of the dragon, the Chinese zodiac until January
Mhm,
2025, and I am a dragon.
mhm,
Ooh,
mhm.
lucky. Yeah. My late husband was a dragon. Dragons are very lucky. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are
Excellent. And
powerful.
I think Ness or somebody here was talking about 2025 is supposed to be the golden year or the next decade, right?
Well, yeah, 2025 is really good astrologically, and so much change happens in January. But it still's got to play out. We're still going to have that 29-degree Neptune in Pisces until March. And then, okay, so Neptune's going to change signs. That's huge. No,
Mhm.
he's been there since 2012, I think. What is that? 13 years for him in a sign. Um, in about 2 years, Chiron's going to change signs. These are big. When these energies switch to a different energy, it's powerful. We'll feel it. Uranus is going to change signs soon. At somewhere in 2025, also. Uranus. Right now, we have North Node and Mars coming up together. They're going to be conjunct at a certain time. That's okay. That's more on the 18th, around there, going up. So that's powerful. That's clearing out the things that, okay, I want to move forward, but this is holding me back. Well, that Chiron will help clear out anything that is holding us back, especially collectively. So utilize that. Utilize all this energy for this month and next half of next month. Really powerful to make that strong foundation in what it is that you really have huge. It's your dream, whatever that dream is.
Yeah. Leah says this year one has a bright red dot on its throat. That's a really good way to put that, Leah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that is so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ness had an amazing dream a few weeks ago of the future.
Ah,
I love that. It's gonna be amazing.
it
And
is.
and I feel like we're kind of blessed. Well, we are blessed, right, to be here at this time.
Mhm,
Even though there will be a lot of chaos, it's
mhm,
something to be very curious about the way people react
mhm.
and I think, like, I don't know about you guys, but my brother came to visit, last month, and he was like, "Terry, things that you told me 5 years ago about, like, the biome and,
Mm,
working with different things, and, just some of it was health related and some of it was, energy related."
mhm,
And he's like, "Oh my god, my sister told me that 5 years ago. My sister told me that 8 years ago." And
mhm.
I'm just laughing, and, you don't wanna say, "I told you so," but
It's so hard, isn't it? Like, I told you so. I know my brothers do that with me too. You said that, and I was like,
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Teresa says, "I'm behind in the chat, so my comment right now might seem odd at this point. I feel like we don't use the old paragrams." Is that paragrams? Paragrams. "To
paradigms.
know our tribe now. It's all energy. All the old identities don't matter much." Right,
True.
Teresa? That's
Right.
and that's kind of what I was saying about going out and seeing all these kids and
Yeah.
adults and everybody interacting. Old identities don't matter much anymore, does it, Teresa?
Mm-mm.
It's
Mm-mm.
energy.
It is.
Now
It's all energy.
now, have you found yourself this is another thing that I've really noticed lately is, perhaps we've been saying things to people, and I didn't even I didn't even think about that with my brother, but the things that we say and the things that we hear, obviously, it's the world that we've created, right? And we don't
Mm-hmm.
hear what we don't wanna hear, usually. So, then I
Mm-hmm.
have to think about sometimes how much of what I'm saying is what I'm thinking and intuiting to you all, and how much of what you're saying, right, is what you're getting intuitively. Because I do feel like, for me, my brain, the way my brain works, it doesn't always come out in words. Like, I can send a
Mm-hmm.
vision and send a clearer picture, I feel like, or energy than I can say in words because it can't say it fast enough. My mouth
Isn't
doesn't
that
keep up.
oh my God, thank you for bringing that up because it goes so fast. And you're like, that is, I think that's us getting the information. I don't know, channeling it. It's just constant. It's constantly on. I think that's what the future is, though, that we constantly understand the energy around us, the things each other are speaking. I don't, it's right?
Yeah,
But it's going so fast. How do you prove it? How do you stop it?
right.
Or why would you want to stop it? I don't want to stop it. I love this. I love feeling into the energies around me and understanding, having a level of an understanding of what's going on.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Really.
Leah says back in '92 we had mosh pits and rap all together. There was
Yeah.
a harmony there, Val. Do you remember that?
That's,
Lollapalooza? I
yeah.
remember that. We
Yes.
were all happy and so different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
who was that?
know,
Run
sorry.
DMC and,
Hmm.
not Cheap Trick, what's the name? With the guy Steven Tyler, lead
Oh,
singer.
good. Yeah, that was good when they were doing
Yeah,
that.
Motley Crue. I can't remember their name.
And hasn't that music though always been inclusive? And you always felt okay. Those of us who grew up during this time, or actually our whole entire lifetime is a training ground, right? We've been training for this moment coming here now, and as we ascend, there's a lot we had to learn, but we were always inclusive of others and
Yeah,
accepting.
right.
Yes, I agree with that telepathic statement.
Yeah,
Yes.
and Annie Bird says, "Am I channeling when I walk?" Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, big
Yeah.
time. That's,
Absolutely.
I feel like a lot of us are that group that, when we find our way to do that, to channel, whether it's, walking, meditating,
Mhm.
dancing,
Mhm.
drawing, or maybe it's, in sleep. Some people are so gifted at sleep. Lisa Smith, oh my god, she is a lucid dreamer, and
I
that's when
love
she
it.
meditates.
That's what
Uh,
I love it. I love that state of being. And it
yeah,
to me,
and Ness, you remote viewed 3 people. Yeah,
mm,
we should do some remote views,
mhm,
some classes because they're
mhm.
easy. We're telepathically communicating energy as well as using words.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's interesting because not everybody gets it, do they?
Mhm.
Um, and when you have to say it in words, it you do take a step back and then
Yeah.
kind of slow it down, which is not a bad thing to slow it down.
No, not at all. You have to. We have to do it because it's a new skill we're learning, right? We're not just going to go from speaking words to telepathy. So we're again, it's utilizing everything that we have in our energy, um, all around us. And I do believe that those of us here who are vibrating at a higher rate more often than not throughout the day have this ability to understand each other. And the channeling thing is I was asking that about a week ago, and they're like, that's what you've always done, that's what you all do. You're expressing what it is that you are feeling. They always tell me that our feelings are our navigation system, and now you're just putting words to it. But it's happening so fast, like you said, you can't. Is this true? Is that? I don't, but I think it's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Leah and Annie brought up, yeah, Aerosmith. Thank you, you guys. Everybody's coming up with, yeah, Aerosmith.
Yeah.
And Aerosmith is the band that, Rudy Tanzi, I talk about him sometimes. He's a brain scientist. I think he teaches at Harvard or Columbia, I can't remember. But,
Mm,
he hasn't won a Nobel Prize yet, but he's up there. You
Mhm.
know, he's always on those boards, but he's a brain scientist. He's amazing, and he's discovering all these things with Alzheimer's. He works a lot with Alzheimer's, and he's written
Wow.
several books with Deepak, and he is the pianist for Aerosmith.
Yeah. And it just blows your mind, doesn't it? It blows your mind.
Yeah,
I was listening to, you know who Terrence Howard? I didn't even, this video started playing, and when that happens, I know it's my guide. So I'm
yeah,
listening to it. My God, I didn't know he was an actor, but he is a brilliant physicist, right? Quantum physics is what I was guided to all morning. So I went listen to him. If you have a chance, listen to him. I mean, it's just mind blowing. And Billy Carson, he's another one.
yeah.
My goodness.
Billy
So that,
Carson's amazing. Yeah.
yeah,
So is
I mean,
Terrence. Yeah.
I never knew.
Yeah, he's a famous actor. He was in, a bunch of
Mhm.
movies, and he's kind of like an indie actor for a long time, but he got a big,
Uh,
um
I'm terrible. I don't watch movies, so I don't know. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, and he basically quit to do this. I think he might still do that one movie or show that I think it was on Netflix or somebody, it might have been on regular TV, but he was phenomenal. He was like the head of a big music family and, you know, like
Yeah,
Motown.
I mean, he's
Um
brilliant.
Yeah, he rocks it.
Definitely.
Mosaic Insight. I love that
Oh,
name. I'm
uh-huh.
loving my sleep lately. My subconscious is so far ahead of my conscious. I just wanna sleep now. Right?
I
Mosaic?
remember that. Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
I mean, and the thing is, right? All these come in phases with us. There'll be times where you really want to do, you really want to be present. I mean, not that you're not present, but meditating. I know I must have spent 10 years meditating, just really not going out, not doing much. It's pretty cool when you think about it, how we all wake up, how we're guided to wake up by our spiritual teams. It's just so cool.
yeah, it really is. The other day, and this is just a silly thing that happened. I I got home late, which I'm not out late that often, but I was out till 11, which I thought was very respectable for me. I'm usually in bed by 8:30, you
Mm-hmm.
know, doing my stuff, reading my books, watch a show, maybe go to
Mm-hmm.
sleep. But um, I didn't set the alarm, and we had a huge, storm that night. It's one of those
Mm-hmm.
big storms that came through, and so I was up almost all night, but then, it woke me up again in the morning, a big crack of thunder, and I guess I'd forgotten to set my alarm, but I was like,
Oh,
"Well,
God.
thank you, Thor, my friend."
That happened to me last night. I was crashing out early and I hear bam, and it woke me right up. So I wasn't going to sleep yet.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's constant.
Nest
Hmm.
gets a lot of downloads.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I think we all do. I think this is our natural makeup.
yeah,
We've just been so disconnected and from our hearts, our souls. But now that we found that, right, that was on purpose that they wanted to disconnect us from our knowings, our understandings of. I mean, because without our team, without knowing you have a team, or that you have guidance here, our understanding. I don't know why the phone just came on.
you're saying
So,
something.
yeah, so it's to me it's we're
Yeah,
remembering who we are truly, and it's taking this, it's got to come in slow and steady, because I've asked this before, why can't we just jump, why not just go to seventh dimension right now? And they can't do it. They said we can't turn the dial up real fast on everybody. That's not how this works. It's incremental little tweaks, and it's as we can see since 2012, it's gotten more and more and more um, tuned in, you know, and it's what we're just remembering. We're
yeah,
remembering who we are, and then us. that are here, or people like us who are the front line, um, we're the ones, because we're going into this new era, we're creating that new era. We're the ones who are making that entire new way of living by playing in this energy. But is it right if it's not heart centered and soul centered? To me, I don't want anything to do with anything of a lower vibration that disempowers people or takes resources from people, stuff like
Well,
that.
yeah, yeah. I agree with that, and I feel like for me, I don't watch any TV that's not like Hallmark Channel or comedy. Old funny ones
Mhm.
or quirky ones. I can do quirky. Like I like
Mhm.
that Lotus, White Lotus sometimes. Ness. Uh, it's after. Also, some people don't know what a download is. You might explain it to the people in chat.
Okay.
Um, so a download for me, and you might feel differently, Val, but it's when I'm remembering, and my guides are bringing me in an energy.
Mhm.
So you might feel when you wake up sometimes, just use your senses before you move
Mhm.
and see if you feel energy like right above your head. And I feel like I'm getting a shower some nights, like
Yeah.
it's just a shower of blue energy or diamond light or something coming in, and they're giving me numbers and dots and light. So people get it in different ways, their downloads. And a lot of times you might, like right now, my crown chakras just, you know,
Buzzing. Yeah.
yeah. And sometimes if I go to a retreat, my crown chakra burns. I mean, it hurts
Mm.
literally.
Mm.
I have to soften it and I have to ground and um or call one of my friends that's a Reiki master,
Right.
you know.
And that's the point of the grounding of okay, because we're an energy column. At any minute, I mean, every second, we're receiving, transmitting energy. We're talking to each other energetically.
Yeah.
We understand things when we filter it through our mind, right? And our ego. Well, technically, the way that I'm being taught, all of that information is best served if it's filtered through your heart first. And then you take it up to your mind. And the mind and the ego work for the heart. This is truly us being in charge of our energy column. That's why we have the chakra system, and there's many, many more chakras coming online. They under here there's the earth star chakra under our feet. I think it's like about 3 feet below our feet. Strengthen that, strengthen the root, strengthen each one. Go through these throughout the day. And the more that they're running clear energy and spinning correctly, the more information you're going to receive. And that I mean, spirit doesn't lie. It's not about ego. It's not about, and to me, it's just pure, right? It's pure. You're receiving integrity, truth,
Yeah.
authenticity. It's not about anything else. But yeah, understanding how, is that true? Filter through your heart first. And then they were showing me this the last few days. Ask your third eye, is this correct? Ask your heart, and then ask your gut if
Yeah.
if you want to confirm something that you've received.
I love that. That's a beautiful way to do it, Val.
Yeah, I think so.
Ness is talking about experiencing things somatically. So for me, Ness, when experience things somatically, and you might see me sometimes when I'm leading meditations, and like my shoulders will twitch or my hips twitch a lot when I'm meditating. alone, and there's a lot of times that my hands will too if I'm alone,
Yeah.
and I just kinda let it fly, and we have to release that energy, so there's the somatic release, that's a different thing,
Mm.
and that's a fun thing to do, raising your hips and your knees so that you can feel the energy in your body and let go of anything that's clogged up there and get that big release in, and then you kind of just go into a lightness of being that is huge, but it's a huge release. Hey,
Yeah.
Crone Zone, how you doing? Good to see
Yeah,
you.
Priscilla.
Priscilla, yeah,
I mean,
um,
it's way showers. Okay, that's where I was like, yes, way showers and all of that. We are the ones we've been waiting for. Now here we are, and most of us are women of a certain age, crone age, right? And we're the ones who are, yeah, downloads in the shower, absolutely.
yeah,
We're the ones who are going to bring the changes in, but it's not, we're gentle energy. We're not, uh, do it my way right now. This is going to be, I think our time is opening, the doors opening up for us to go
yeah.
forward.
I love what everybody's commenting on, and the
Mhm.
bathroom is a holy place for me.
Yeah.
My bathroom is like it's a place of great awakening. I'm sorry, and sometimes
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed by it because I get so much in the bathroom, but it's
Mhm.
like you're releasing, you're cleansing, you're purifying, you're doing all these things, and spirit talks to me a lot in there too. And one
Mhm.
time they showed me some people behind my shower wall, which was pretty funny. And I mean, it was cool. It wasn't a problem,
Yeah.
it wasn't freaky. And then um, non-5 sensory information energy transfer, huge. The subtle
Mhm.
senses. Yes, this is a
Mhm.
big thing. So, um, what do we smell? And then smell energy. Smell healing energy.
Absolutely.
Does it smell minty? Does it smell like limes? And
Mhm.
then smell light.
Smell light, smell color,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and it's, those subtle senses as we get into those, and then we go into the one, um, energy that I love or subtle sense, which is knowing,
Mm.
and that's pure consciousness.
Mhm.
So that's like knowing the space between time, knowing the space between light, the space between atoms,
Mm.
and that's that, awakening, that,
Mhm.
pure consciousness. So,
Consciousness. I love that. Yeah, they take it down to the quirks. There is like all of this, eh, the cells. I see the cells lit up. I see the cells covered in iridescent rainbows. Again, uh, bringing it down from the diamond light to the actual colors. Because this, even though a lot of us have worked on the chakras a lot, there's a lot coming in, and color is our friend. I don't know. They keep showing me the chakras constantly, how to stay uh, connected through the color of the energy. That makes
yeah,
sense. It's
yeah.
really cool.
Mary,
Yes, man.
that's
Uh,
so true. You can exhaust yourself by trying to know too much at once.
yes.
George used to talk a lot about that. He said, "They gave us a Maserati, but, but we're driving a jalopy." I mean, that's what we have. We need to go slow. That there's
Absolutely.
no reason to go fast because if you get a really fast, heart awakening or, third eye awakening
Mhm.
or kundalini awakening, it will burn brain cells. I mean, you'll
It
be
hurt.
fine.
Yeah, it hurt.
You'll be fine, but you might need to hold on to your
Mhm.
light or your bedpost for a day,
Mhm.
and I've been there.
Mhm. And
Right?
isn't it true that when we get these uploads, downloads, all of this, it does take you it takes me a couple days. Okay, let me integrate. everything I'm getting, but it's more and more and more now. It's happening very fast, and I'm not asking, show me, show me, show me. It's coming in like it comes into you, and that's spirit for some reason. I don't. Um, that's well, to me, this time period is essential. We're in a crucial time period where it's all about to like quantum jump.
Yeah.
And we're at this. The astrology showing it. What everybody's here saying is showing it. Uh,
Yeah.
it's really hard to put words on sometimes of what how cool it is. Hi, Jean.
Hey, Jean. Hello, beautiful.
I
Um,
know.
yeah, it's like sometimes like today, right now, the energy in the chat is vibrating. Like it's just
Oh, yeah.
everybody is, just on it. Everybody's in that moment and knowing so much and remembering so much. Priscilla, the only place no one chases you or asks you questions, you should build a house with a big sign that says keep out of the ladies' room. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Unless you've got kids that are under 5,
Oh
it's
my
usually a
goodness.
safe place to be.
Yeah, you never go to the bathroom by yourself.
Uh-uh. Mom, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing?
You forgot I
Um,
was hungry? Oh,
okay, I
mm,
was just listening. I have to share. We have 3 pelicans here where I'm at. They haven't been observed here since 1942. Here's the spiritual meaning. Oh my God, Silver Star Priestess.
I love that.
Um, there is no question. The pelican is a symbol for focus, persistence, and self-initiation with style and flair. And
Mm,
nature and spiritual realms, pelicans value community and teamwork.
that's beautiful.
I'm so glad she brought that up,
Yeah,
Silver Star Priestess, because I do feel like the birds, especially the big birds, the winged ones, have really been bringing in a lot of messages, a lot of downloads lately,
yeah.
and they're front and center, And I've been seeing so many hawks and eagles here.
Me too. Hawks everywhere.
Yeah,
And isn't that, I mean, to me, this is as as we navigate through our day, everything around us is communicating with us. To me, that spirit communicates with us constantly. It's uh, give and take all day long. It's like I used to not notice certain things, and then now I'll notice every little thing, and to me, it has a significant meaning. Might not be a big thing, but it brings in something.
so we're having an energetic bounce body or bounce body. That's it. It's a bounce body.
Bounce
Your
house
spirit,
party.
your
I love that.
emotions.
Yes, Teresa Ford does perfect.
Yeah, yeah. Um, uh, Pure visionary. Hello, beautiful soul.
Nice.
Hey, how you doing, Terry? Popping in, listening to your cool show. Getting ready to be with Terry soon. How about I will have some pretty big news about our solar activity. This is a test. Oh, I
Yes,
love
what
that.
that. I love that. Thank you for sharing it. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Terry, yeah. Um,
I'm excited.
Mary, a blue rock thrush showed up on the West Coast. It's a European bird never seen on this continent before.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. My sister sent me something about a white buffalo being born too, but
Yeah, I
I
saw
think
that.
there was one born like about 20 years ago, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was
Too.
one of the prophecies from one of the tribes.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
with that the white buffalo calf. Very cool.
yeah. Way
Mm.
cool. There's oh, and somebody was talking about dishwashing and how that is such a powerful place to get a download.
Yeah, it is. That's true. And cooking.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it was killed.
It was killed? Was
Yeah,
it the white buffalo or was it the bird?
the bird.
Oh, in Janesville, Wisconsin. Oh, well, you
The
know,
white buffalo calf was killed.
oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Mary. I hope it's okay. Sometimes people don't know, but you know what? I know that we write our soul contracts, and there's a reason for us to be here, and sometimes it's to startle people and to really get that message out there.
Right.
And Tyler agrees, and it's kind of
Mhm.
like um, really getting the message out there is and making a point of it is sometimes part of that path. And even though it's really hard for us when our loved ones leave or a, a young innocent calf or
Yeah.
bird, yeah. Oh, that one was killed. Okay, the one 20 years ago. So the new calf. Okay, I
Got
get
you.
it. Now
Okay.
the new calf is okay. Good. I hope they do well.
Mhm.
I am getting that we're going to have like um, somebody I talked to recently was talking about the two Earths, right? And
Mhm.
how there's going to be a lot of polarities. And I see that. I see that, um, we'll all have what we need, but some people might perceive it as being in lack, while other people will perceive it as being
Right.
in prosperity. Um, because it will just be what we need, and it won't be like, um, you know, what do we need and what makes us happy? Like,
Mhm.
because we really did a trip on ourselves on this planet, right? About what would make
Mhm.
us happy if it was a, 6-car garage or green grass lawn. And hey, fine if you like a grass lawn, but it's not very good for the environment in some
Mhm.
parts of the country in particular.
Mhm.
And I always laugh when I walk around now and look at all the because a lot of people in our neighborhood are changing to um, different ground cover, clover or whatever, and some people that are just doing these tall
I
grasses.
love that.
Yeah. Teresa says, "We are manifesting very fast. Stay in love and out of fear."
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
where we place our focus. All of it is where we place our focus. And if we're following our hearts and keeping an eye on what we love and value, doing our Venus, right? All of our Venuses, no matter where your Venus is in your chart, once it represents what you love and value, truly, what gives you that uh, connection to life, you know. And here we are. We're in this epic time period. This month is powerful. Create the life you want. We can all do it, whether it's you want to have more psychic abilities or downloads. Ask for it.
Yeah.
All, we can ask for it, any of it, and that's the way forward. Once we talk to our team, could you show me how to understand my downloads? Could you show me? I mean, we can ask all those questions, right? And I always get answers. And show me the next best step. I say that probably 3 or 4 times a day, you know,
Yeah.
depending on what I'm doing, what I'm focused on. We
Yeah.
have, we are, we are quantum jumping, and um, mm, it's so beautiful to be in this energy. I never thought. When I was 50, before 50, I was a very unhappy, miserable person. I never thought I could be happy here. And it isn't, you're right, it's not about 6-car garage or being a billionaire. It's about enjoying what you have, who you love. Again, our Venus. It doesn't, uh, money doesn't do it, things don't do it. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure it would help, and I have been asking for Spirit to bring in some billionaire light workers so we can get a jump on things just to help each other. We'll
Yeah.
see how that works out. I don't know.
I think it's happening. I think we're getting there. And it's funny. Sometimes people with the most money have a sense of scarcity.
Mhm.
And that's a good way to not a good way to be, but yeah, we want to have enough. I love that, Christine. Your mom
Yeah.
says, I wish you to have enough.
Ah, that is
Yeah.
such a
Yeah,
sweet
Bora Bora.
mom. Oh my gosh.
Show me the next big step. Yeah.
Next best step. I say it all the
Um,
time.
easiest path to my highest good. Yeah. I don't want to learn the
Oh,
hard way every day.
I love that. Yes, I say in grace and ease now all the time when I'm asking for things because at one point I did not understand that and went the hard way quite a few
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. Mary
Okay.
has Pluto retro in conjunct Sun and Venus in Leo. Girl,
Wow.
how does
Wow.
the opposition of Pluto in Aquarius influence me?
Okay, and now most astrologers will say, "Oh, they're opposing; they don't get along." That to me, that
Hmm.
doesn't make any sense. They're on the chart; they're opposing each other. What they do, yes, younger, before we mature, we might have these banging, hitting the wall a couple times, but once you realize, oh, I can utilize my Leo, my higher vibrational Leo energies, and my higher vibrational Aquarius energies, and keep and mix them together, that's where the genius comes in. Take the higher attributes of each sign and bring them in together so you can enjoy both of them because they're both brilliant signs. All 12 signs are brilliant,
Um,
and we are all 12 signs.
and then Ness also had this question. Any sense of collective on Jupiter plus Venus and Sun loosely conjunct middle of May?
I think it's magic. It's truly speak your magic into existence because those Kazimis, Venus and Jupiter, Kazimi in the sun, going into the heart of the sun, looks it looks like they're going into the heart of the sun, but they're as close as they're going to get all year. and and Uranus too. What they do is they pick up the new information going forward. This is the plan going forward. They all have the sun is giving out the yearly, and it doesn't usually happen like this where there's three planets in the same 2 week period going Kazimi with the sun. Okay, that's another thing. That's really not normal. It's very magical. Bring that magic in, speak it into existence, really.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful next couple months. And this month, up until we're building up until that 18th, like every day I'm adding, doing a little, burning a bay leaf or sage or something for my intentions that I have a running intention list, and when that gets kind of full, I just add another thing or two to it. But it's not a real big list because the last 5+ years, what we've been doing is releasing. We've had a lot of stuck, dense things, and I'm mistaken my awakening in early 2000s, thinking I had removed a lot of it. I had removed it all or close to it. No, no, that wasn't the case. So there was that deeper, deeper cellular, really deep stuff that had to come out. And we all had that. And we all went through a pandemic together. And, there's humanity's been through it. We've had a hard time.
Yeah.
And we're coming out the other side. Now we get to decide what is this world, this new era that I want to live in? What does it look like? And make it happen. Do whatever brings you the most joy and work towards that. That's how it seems to me. This brings me joy sharing
Yeah.
this information because I know I used to feel like I was in the dark. I didn't think we had any we were here all alone and we were here fending for ourselves. I didn't believe in astrology when I was younger. I kind of, the daily astrological thing I would look at once in a while. But once you see it and you know the history and you can see it unfolding, it's unmistakable.
Wow.
So it's really
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, um, Randy, getting a hovercraft. I'll
oh
ask
yeah,
Dr. Gail about that. So
she's Yeah.
We'll be on next week together.
We both had the same dream. I used to dream of hovercrafts. Oh my God, it must have been, I don't know how long ago, 20 years ago. It was a reoccurring dream though. And it
Yeah.
would just come down into this wooded like space. Wouldn't have been able to get there, but you know how your dreams are. And I was always on this thing. So she was telling me she had the same dream of hovercrafts. I
I
thought that was
love
pretty
that.
interesting. Yeah.
I love that. I'll put a troop together, right? That,
Yeah.
yeah. Long live the hovercraft homies.
Yes. Lori, she's such a genius. I
She
love how
is.
you put things together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
There's so many here that I'm thinking something. I'm trying to put the words out and then you guys do it for me because the words are not always my friends. But
Me at all. I struggle so hard with my throat chakra. I
yeah.
have baby blue stones in my bra as we speak to help me, help me be clear. Help me. God, it's not even me, God, it's spirit. And what would be the next best thing they can hear that would help them on their journey?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it? That's
Yeah.
it. It's
Everybody loves
hard.
that. All right, everybody. Well, y'all have a great day. I'll be on in a little bit with Terry, Pure Visionary Psychic, and Valerie. If you aren't subscribed, please go to Valerie's channel and subscribe. Illumination Portal. And what are you doing next, Val? I know you've
Uh,
always got shows.
let's see. Tomorrow night I'm on with Allie at 9 p.m. And then, well, the full moon's coming up. Full moon in Sagittarius. Also mixed in this energy. We were just talking about all the uh, Kizimis for the sun. Well, then we're going to come right up to that new moon, full moon, and it's really dream. Speak your dreams, your wishes out into this universe. It's so powerful and potent right now. And Diane and I are going to get together again next week. We're getting together once a week now to help, because there's so much astrological stuff going on, to help remind people that in the solar fairs, keep going. We got this. We got this.
Yeah.
Um,
Beautiful.
so
Beautiful.
cool. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, have a great day and hopefully we'll see you soon. Very, very soon. Namaste.